Prince Harry's new Netflix show flops and fails to make streaming giants top 10. Oh no.
Oh no. Anyway, last...
Welly Wellington. Who'd have thunk it, eh? The moment Harry and Meghan make anything that isn't a load of weepy half-truths and insinuations. Nobody's listening. Nobody cares. A documentary about the Invictus Games. You really think anybody who supports you two cares about the Invictus Games? More like the Evict Us Games. Evict us from our mansion because we're not making any money. Got it! Got it! Prince Harry's first solo Netflix show failed to make the streaming giant's top 10 on Wednesday.
How many of us feel battered?
Harry and his wife Meghan instantly topped the same charts on both sides of the Atlantic when they attacked his family in a bombshell-laden series released in 2022. What on earth went wrong? But Heart of Invictus, the latest series to spring from the couple's £80 million deal with the streaming giant, has failed to take off since its release on Wednesday. The 6-part series telling the inspirational stories of war-wounded soldiers competing in the 2022 Invictus Games is Harry's first major solo docuseries project. First of many, I hope. Viewers appear to be more interested in watching him dish dirt about the pain of his privileged life and have failed to tune in. The latest setback follows the failure of a second TV project titled Live to Lead, starring eco-warrior Greta Thunberg and inspired by the legacy of Nelson Mandela. Oh yeah, who could forget Live to Lead?
This was inspired by Nelson Mandela.
It also failed to make the Netflix top 10 charts, and with one reviewer sniping that it had the oppressive earnestness of a morale-boosting corporate video. Ooh, meow. Sniping indeed. Very snidey. It had all the oppressive earnestness of a morale-boosting corporate video. Those catty reviewers, what are they like? Morale-boosting corporate video. Little self-satisfied chuckle as he reclined on his chaise longue in his bedsit. Anyone whose job description is reviewer or critic of some kind, I imagine them living in some kind of personal or financial hell. To me, they're all like Withnell and I
have a heart condition. If you hit me, it's murder.
Okay, let's take a look at a clip, I guess.
The law of the shotgun. There is, mate. I respected the law of the shotgun. Well, I didn't ask for a reload.
A reload? What are you on about?
You can reload on the law of the shotgun.
Can you?
Oh, some proper lad banter there. You can reload on the law of the shotgun.
You might think that I'm like a rubbish navigator.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one that's not an officer, so you can trust me with the map.
Was it what's square and an officer? A map.
What did they say? What's squarer than an officer?
I'm the only one that's not an officer, so you can trust me with the map.
Was it what's square and an officer? A map.
I know I should probably move on, but I really don't get that. The Scottish guy goes, I'm the only one who's an officer, so I can read maps better or something. And then Harry says, what's squarer than a fucking officer? And someone says, a map. Is that some kind of insider army joke or something? I don't know. Somebody explain that to me. I'm lost.
Here we are.
Here we are. Cringe.
Here we are.
What's your name?
My name's Harry.
Feels like they didn't get that in one take.
What's your name?
My name's Harry.
Whew, and cuts. That's lunch, people. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock.
What do you do, Harry?
Now, Harry's answer here really is amazing. They ask him a simple question, which he knew he was going to be asked. What do you do, Harry? It's a great answer.
What do you do, Harry?
What do I do? On any given day?
No, on Tuesdays, obviously. Who doesn't understand this kind of question? What's your name? What do you do? Tell us a bit about yourself.
On any given day? I'm a dad of 2 under 3-year-olds.
You seem to be answering what you are, not what you do. I understand the confusion, Harry.
I'm a dad of 2 under 3-year-olds. Humans, that is. I'm a dad of 2 under 3-year-olds. I got a couple of dogs.
Okay, I think we're going to have to put some filler footage in here of him driving or something, because he's really struggling with these questions. Over the course of the day, we'll record him answering the question, and we'll just play the sound over clips of him doing stuff, walking around and whatever.
I got a couple of dogs, a husband. I'm founding patron of Invictus Games Foundation.
There you go, Harry. That's what we're making the documentary about. You're the founder of the Invictus Games thing. So, yeah, that's all we needed. Great, we can move on.
There's lots of hats that one wears, but I believe today is all about Invictus.
He's so dozy, he's so unenthusiastic. Who's going to be up for Invictus Games with that kind of attitude?
There's a lot of hats one wears, but I believe today is all about Invictus.
Yeah, it is! Last month, Meghan was rocked when streaming giant Spotify axed her Archetypes podcast after just one season. It wasn't just Meghan who was rocked, more like the world was rocked. Not least of all the Daniel Bolan show. It was my favourite thing on earth. I was desperate for a second season. Okay, so let's take a look at a viewer review here. Disappointed, seemed choppy. I wanted to see the veterans compete like they do in the Olympics. Then when we had these weird cameos of Harry and his wife, nothing they said added to the competition. Nothing they said was uplifting. It was the same old wine fest from Harry. Harry tries to be relatable, but he brings up something that happened to him 27 years ago. He continually bangs on about his mother. Not the same thing as war traumas. A testament to good mental health. He isn't. We all know, as a prince of the realm, he was wrapped in cotton wool. The veterans deserve a much more believable, dynamic veteran such as Trevor Colt. Friend of the Daniel Bolan channel, Trevor Colt. Now that is something I could get behind. Netflix, give him a series. That would be... I think Netflix could have a Tiger King situation on their hands there. You give Trevor 30 million. Oh, now that I would watch.
How many of us feel battered?
I'll tell you what though, as a man, as a husband, and as a person who doesn't really like very showy displays, public displays of emotion, dancing, stuff like that, I'm with the Taliban on that one. Or the Quakers. Should have just said the Quakers. I really feel for Harry in this photo is what I'm trying to say. I've been there. Oh boy, have I been there. The mother-in-law and everything, staring into the void with his hands in his pockets.
What have I become?
I bet he feels like a right little bitch. Our channel member asked me to look into this dilemma that Meghan had in finding something silver to go to the Beyonce concert. I can't find anything about that. But she did wear silver, so I don't know what that's about, sorry.
I mean, he was also very different from what he's been before, where he was really right in it, talking to them, boosting them. This way, most of it was on Zoom, and he was very supercilious.
Supercilious? That would be Harry's Roman name.
It was me, you know, he was very looking down on them. But I've had loads of communication from people saying he's ruining it because it's all about him. And I don't think it was the most appropriate time to talk about how he was, because these poor people would come back with, you know, their limbs torn to pieces.
Yeah, but had they suffered from unconscious bias?
And terrible mental health issues, and they had no one. There were pictures of them living in a bedroom with nothing except a bed.
Oh good, so they all found careers in online journalism then, that's good to know. Had all the earnestness of a corporate motivational video. Alright, so I'm back off to enjoy what's left of my holiday. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, like, share, subscribe, all the rest of it, all those things. Goodbye.